Good morning, good night, good afternoon, you beautiful patriots, you. Welcome to the Catcast. We got another mass shooting. You can follow me on Twitter at BFES56. Where are we? Oh my goodness. Now this fellow was upset about back surgery, and let me tell you, I got a bad back. And I can see how people back pain. I have good friends that have fibromyalgia. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry, but I understand. I understand that you get upset with, you're trying to feel better, but what's happening? And Lionel on Lionel Media, if you look him up, he brings up a really good, great idea about this type of shooting, and that would be social media and MSM. The more we see this happening, the more it's repeated, the more that if somebody's mentally disturbed, is going to go out with a bang, take people with them. If you have a discrepancy now with your doctor, you can actually promote your anger through mainstream media, social media, big tech. And the more it's broadcast, the more it's talked about. That's, I saw something, and I'm going to bring that up. Let me get that ready for you. I saw something. It was, let me see. There we go. I saw this. Now, this is from CNN. I'm going to give them credit. They didn't shoot this down. They're just saying it's viral now, right? So up here, crayons, books, a bulletproof backpack. See how this teacher protects her class. Well, when you see what she does here, I'm going to play this for you. When you see what she does here, this is fantastic.
This is a metal bat that I have here.
Let me bring that back for you.
This is
Watch this.
to protect my kiddos. So this is a metal bat that I have here.
Perfect.
And then this is called the Barracuda.
Barracuda rocks.
It goes over the handle like this.
Boom.
And it goes into the doorway like that. I literally did that with one hand. It's sad that as a first grade teacher that these are the things that I have in my classroom. I've had some on the other side try to open the door and they could not get it. So that made me feel a little bit safer.
This is basically where I say TikTok works.
I posted them so that people can get ideas of how to feel safer in the classroom.
I love this young lady.
It's crazy that it reached so many people, and not just in the US, but Canada, Australia, the UK. People were commenting saying, this is crazy that this is what you guys have to go through and prepare for. It's almost like it's a war zone. This is my active intruder backpack. We've got tourniquets, different kinds of tourniquets in here.
This is brilliant.
This will
brilliant.
stop any major bleeding. And then the front pocket, this is actually one of the plates that I have.
And you need that, right?
And then that goes in the front. And then in the back compartment, I have an actual part of a bulletproof vest in here. And there's another plate.
Look at this.
That's actually back here.
And you can keep it in a locker.
That the backpack is there. I haven't shown them that there's a bulletproof vest in there. And
but catch this.
Tourniquets to stop bleeding. When we've done an intruder drill, I took it out and just to get in the motion of taking it out, I put the bar over the door, and I just told them, your job is to be quiet and listen to my directions. So
Beautiful.
Keep you safe. My job, I will do everything in my power to keep you safe.
My gosh, please, teachers, share this. I'm going to put a comment. In the links below. Brilliant, right? That's brilliant. Because our babies have to be protected. Now, Joe Biden just said that he doesn't believe, and of course the White House walks it back, goofball that's doing the press conferences. I can't stand it. They're just talking tomato heads. But Biden says he's not really concerned, and correct me if I'm wrong, to, harden our schools a little bit, toughen them up. These are our babies, and I am dumbfounded. Now, he might have changed his mind. They might have walked that back. This was yesterday or the day before, and forgive me, I've had my own life experiences these last couple of days where I had to get through it, and I missed a day of video. But for him to not come up and be, and I've criticized Donald Trump about sometimes he needed to be a father figure and stop tweeting for a minute and really get in front of the public and make sure that the parents, the teachers, the first responders, patriots, non-patriots, religious, non-religious, that he's a father figure too. Now, of course, that's not in his mold. I get that. But when you're the president and you have that type of pedestal, I believe that it's absolutely the best time to every once in a while show a basic patriarch or matriarch. If we have a woman president, that would be fine. You have to be a businessman in this country to protect us and to keep our economy growing and to make sure we get, if we're going to transfer over the fossil fuels, well then that's great. We're going to go to, the Green Deal, but you can't cut off fossil fuel. That's really stupid. He's going to go over to, I just saw Saudi Arabia. Joe Biden's going to go to Saudi Arabia and talk to OPEC when he's got a faucet right here. Anywho, that teacher to me is absolutely amazing. I hope more teachers do that. Now with the milk, check this out. Let's go back to that, please. And with the milk, get some. Here we go. Check this out. FDA Biden dropped the ball. Now this is from New York Post. They will tell the truth. New York Times is just legacy media. So FDA Biden dropped the ball on baby formula crisis. Expert says. Now this is May 13th, so it's half a month ago. Now what I'm talking about is this was February that the largest Abbott shut down, and they didn't have to shut down. They had a recall, and I have my own thing going on with a Ford recall right now that's blowing my mind, and maybe I'll do a little history on that. But they stopped everything in February. So February, March, April, May, now going into June, or in June, and Biden says he has to do mind reading. I'm going to drop this link so you could see. I'm not going to. I don't want to waste your time, but I picked this link because I feel like it does actually give a good synopsis of what's going on with that. Although two and a half, 3 weeks late. All right. Now this is crazy. I'm just putting this in as a little sneaky, but read this. Canada. Okay. Now this is in this is this UPI? Yep. UPI. I'll drop the link in here. Canada accuses Chinese warplanes of harassing its patrol aircraft, enforcing UN sanctions. Now, they're going for it right now. That's like the Royal Canadian Air Force is saying that they're getting harassed. Now, let's think a year from now. Could this have been the first telltale signs that we're going to be dealing with China, with North Korea? You got Taiwan over there scared to death. You got South Korea scared to death. And you got us that should be protected, and we got Biden in office. So that's crazy. So I'm going to put a link in there. But Canada is now openly accusing Chinese, not like Discovery aircraft or whatever you want to call it. I'm drawing a blank here. But warplanes? So war is in there? Warplanes? Okay. And on that mass shooter, this is crazy. He was 45 years old, and I started this with, imagine your back surgery goes wrong, and you talk to the doctor and talk to the doctor, and eventually your mental status is to go buy a gun because you're so pissed off that you're going to, maybe the pain's actually hurting him bad enough he would sit at home and take his own life. I get that. People do that. In the privacy of their own home, they do that. Or they sit, car in the garage, whatever. But now, the new thing, not the new thing, but the top number one notch thing, which I believe mainstream media, your deep state and leftoids, beyond the progressives, this is gold to get our guns. And we're going to do a whole show on that. But I'm just letting you know this is a really good article. Check him out. Or I shouldn't say check him out. I think it was, let me see, I don't see who posted the story. Well, it is on MSN, so I got to give them credit. They really did good there. Now this is Michael Lewis, the shooter, and if you look down, all of this has no. They're not using the same lingo that they do with other shootings. And is it because of maybe the race doesn't fit CNN or MSNBC or Deep State or Joe Biden, you know? So yet they put this as images of Michael Lewis shooter. I guess that might be him yet. I don't know. I don't know. Let's look at it and see what happens. Oh yeah, there's plenty of Michael Lewis's out there. So maybe that's not even his real name. But I have to apologize that I don't want to get too deep into who he was, why he did it, because it just keeps giving. This is probably the last time I'll talk about that. I only did one little talk on the Uvalde shooter, and all I can say right now is this is the basic formula that's going to teach people mentally hurting that this is what you do if you're going to sign off and go where you want to go. Because remember, if you're religious, if you take your own life, you're not going to go to heaven. So a lot of people do suicide by cop, so that way, but you killed everybody. So, or some people, whatever, and you're still not going to go to heaven. So none of the religious stuff works here. So pardon me on that. But leave me some comments, like, subscribe, share. I will be going live eventually. I'm working on that, but right now I'm organizing what I'm doing here. And last but not least, I love to do shout outs. And here she is, one of my faves. I'm just getting to know her well. Trump for America. She's in some of my rooms. What an amazing woman doing her. She's just full of everything you need to know about our patriots, about our reasons why we're fighting. It's just fantastic. I love her to death. So please follow her. And then join us too in the lion's den, the tiger's den, cheetah's den. Uh, Look at this. Trump won. America first. Back the blue. Stand for the flag. All lives matter. Finish the wall. 1A, 2A. Pro-life. This is my girl. So shout out to you. Thank you for coming into the room. Thank Dave and Leah who introduced me to you. But a major shout out is awesome. I am so proud. Oh, I gotta show her here. There we go. I'm such a butt. Forgive me for that. So I just took up 2 more minutes of your time, but it's so worth checking her out. I'll make sure you see some of her stuff. But here it is. I said it. Trump won. Follow up. Look at all these hashtags. Beautiful. Uh, I can't say enough. She's been so supportive in our rooms. And when I say our rooms, let me put her back up. Make sure you hit the follow. Make sure you follow her. I love doing shout outs and well earned. She's always retweeting, always giving us good information. And of course, like in the we got here the Cheetah's room, beautiful. Writer and right, she's great. Down here we got the voter ID room. That's the first one I started, and of course Dave and Leah are helping me with that. And they have rooms in here too, and the term limits room, the Tiger room. So anywho, Also, look for Coda Vets. I always plug her, Gretchen, at Coda Vets or codavets.com. Wonderful, wonderful person. Uh, she really takes care of our vets. Um, I can't say anything better about her. You'll start to get to know her just every time I put her up here. I'm not today, but I wanted to focus on our girl here. So there she is. Trump for America. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. And, you know, I always say um, veterans always fight for us, and they'll fight tomorrow. They'll die for us, for our freedoms. Everybody knows that. So, Patriots, always lift up Patriots. And make sure you follow me at BFES56. And let's keep the fight going. I really appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share, and I will be back on the other side of today. I will see you shortly.